We at it,
Lightwalkers.
Yo, peace.
Wednesday night. We back.
At it, man.
We back.
Trust and believe, man.
Yeah. Trying to get my technology right. This little tablet want to act like it just want to do what it want to do.
Straight up. We're going to get into how that is today, my brother.
Now I'm trying. I swear I'm trying. Hey, y'all. It's Wednesday night. Lightwalkers. It's brought to you by Take Notes Productions and the Master Ancient Mystics, all natural products. Remember, herbal products. We're going to be doing it. We getting ready for farm season, y'all, coming up. It's almost that time to go outside, get in the garden, get some things going. We're going to have a bunch of new things happening this year in the garden, so come down and see us. Young people over there with us. We're extending our garden this year. Jah has blessed us. We're going to be extending the garden, the beehives. We're going to do some stuff this year. And we also got Green Party Social coming up April 14th down here at the John Marshall Center, which is going to be the Young Healers. Yeah, I call it Green Life. You know, the art of the young healers. See what I'm saying? So that's going to be one you don't want to miss. That's April 14th at John Marshall Center down here in Gary, Indiana, and Miller Beach. You know, that's our place. We're going to send shots out to my girl down at Vibrations, my great sister Rebecca. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get down, girl, get down. Y'all, if y'all in town and you down here with us, make sure you go by Vibrations. It's down on, I think it's about 500 Lake Street. Am I saying that right?
Oh, roughly, man.
If I got the address wrong, it's on 500 Lake Street. You can't miss it. It's the baddest joint down in Miller Beach. Go down there and check her out. Make sure that you do. I want to send big shouts out to my wonderful X-Men. You send Chris Lyon and Spoon. You send Chef Aaron L. And both of my Nancys. I got two Nancys, y'all. Day and night, you know what I'm talking about. And they both super friends. I want to send big ups out to y'all. You know, and to my son and my daughters and all my family out there, my Zulu Nation family. You know how we do it. Tonight is Valentine's Day.
Surely is, my brethren.
And we're going to talk a little bit about Valentine's Day. We're going to do a little breakdown of it, you know what I'm saying, and get into what Valentine's Day is and what it means and where they got it from. And why the hell your ass celebrate? I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about y'all out there. Why y'all celebrating that? They making big money off that shit. And it's a night that it's a whole discussion go with that. But before we get into that, let's get into the sun.
It's about that time, my brethren.
It ain't doing nothing for you either.
Nah, brethren, the internet acted up. But we're going to get into that shortly. I was trying to save all of this. I wasn't trying to talk to you about
Cycle 25 around this bad fella. Let's do that, man, because my internet, I thought it was me.
No, straight up.
I thought it was me on the technology. I said, Cash, I know, you know a little something, but damn, maybe tonight you move a little slow. No, I ain't moving slow. I stop fooling myself like that.
Yeah, watch out.
Go ahead. Let's do this.
Man. Absolutely, man. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. You know, we like to monitor the sun every single week, man, from the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites and also the SDO satellite as well, man. Give me 1 sec, man. I'm having some issues with the mouse here. All right, there we go. Yeah, man. So let's get up close and personal, man. So as you know, we enter in the height of what they call solar cycle 25.
Solar cycle 25.
Yeah, man. Solar cycle 25 is just the 25th cycle of an 11-year cycle that they've been tracking since roughly the 1700s. And with that being said, we are starting to enter what they call a solar maximum. And that's when the sun is at its most heightened activity, when it's at its prime. You know, it's a big unstable mass or neutron star or whatever kind of way you want to look at it. And she's pumping all these different gases and different levels of magnetism on the surface. And we can see right here, man, as the sun begins to rotate, what happens when these regions of instability start to interact with each other. And we start to see these different solar flares and things they call CMEs that are like ejections of extremely charged particles, you know. Think of it like a whip, like a rubber band cracking. So it's something very serious. And we've been tracking it for the past couple of weeks, and it's been relatively slow. And as we come into the past 48 to 72 hours, we done seen a lot of activity increase on the sun. I mean, look at the sun right now. It's just loaded up with sunspots right now. We see a lot of different active regions signature by these bright spots on the sun. We also see what they call like, I guess it's kind of considered a corona hole. It's not really a so defined one, but down here, these darker regions that open up is just like a different level of and the different chemistry of particles coming out of the sun, man, that start to interact with the Earth, and they have a big effect on us and the satellites and such. So the reason we're talking about all this activity is because within the past 48 hours, we had 3 CMEs ejected from the sun facing straight at Earth. And the third particular one was what they call a cannibal CME. And this occurs when the CME comes out faster than the other two that are in front of it, and it devours it by the time it hits Earth. And then the Earth gets encompassed in this radiation storm. So it becomes something very powerful, man. And a lot of interaction with us and the planet itself. You know, the Earth's magnetic field is continuously getting weaker. And as it gets weaker, you know, it starts to have a more profound effect on ourselves. So it becomes something very serious for us to monitor over the next couple of years to come as we, you know, enter the peak of solar cycle 25, man. Something serious. So nonetheless, we're looking at the sun right here from the SDO satellite, and we're just checking it out. Like I said, there's a lot of interaction on the sun right now, a lot of sunspots, you know, turning toward Earth. And we just had a couple of big CMEs get launched out here on the right side of this would be the west side of the sun as it's turning around right now. We have more activity to come. So let's keep an eye on that as we get into the weeks ahead of us. So check it out, man. We're going to go over here to the Enlil Solar Wind Prediction Center. And this is another satellite that orbits out there between Earth and the sun. And this just monitors the velocity and the density of the plasma coming off of the sun. So, you know, whether or not it's a big CME, it's going to be shown here on the map. So check it out, man. Over this particular time lapse, I believe it's 48, 72 hours. Yeah, okay. From the 9th to 10th all the way up to the 16th. So it even gives us a prediction into the future here. And we see, you know, the CME get ejected off of the sun. We have 1, 2, and then boom, the third one came right behind it. And you can see how the mass on there is measured in that very dark region. And as it's ejected from the sun, it becomes extremely, it picks up a lot of speed. And this particular one came out at over 1 million miles per hour as it devoured the other two. And
Wow.
it gives us a real big solar storm or radiation storm here on the planet Earth. And we got a couple other interactive features that are going to be able to show us a little more in depth look at this. So we can even look over here on the chart, man, as it's measuring the density of how much plasma interacted with the planet Earth. And you see that huge spike right there, you know, as it started to enter. And that happened, you know, roughly yesterday leading into today as well. So, you know, a big, powerful storm came off. And if you ever notice, some people may be more in tune with like the vibrations and the frequencies around us. And sometimes when there's solar storms that come off, it makes a lot of us maybe tired or maybe more hungry. You can't satiate yourself. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that come along with that. Some people, they get more emotional. There was a study done out in Kirov, Russia, and that was back from 1948 to 1997. And during this study, they showed there was particular solar peaks or solar maximums that occurred, and they were throughout the seasons from like March to June to September, and then another particular coordination of months. And this was able to show that there was an increase in suicide and depression and violent crime and all this other type of madness within the people. So it's very interesting to see. And this was a scientific study conducted, man. So, you know, there's a lot of other different proofs that came along in that research paper that that added, you know, credibility to that. So very, very interesting study right there. So yeah, nonetheless, we had this big interactivity with the Earth and these particular CMEs that came off as they hit the planet Earth right there. And we can see it right here on the planetary K index as well as it came in, you know, about the 1800 hours. So we had quite a bit of activity here on the Earth. And this particular map right here is going to go ahead and show us how much energy is focused on the Earth right now. And we see, you know, the regions up here, the polar regions, they're doing their job. They're absorbing all of this energy, this radiation, all this ionization that's happening in the atmosphere, so it doesn't reach down, you know, to the base levels like us. Yeah, most definitely.
They're trapped in that cold.
Straight up, man. Absolutely. It seems to be attracted to the polar regions and such, man. And people were seeing auroras, you know, as far down as like Jamaica and such, man. That's down the Caribbean. So that's a pretty profound cloud.
And going north, you know, like up in the East Coast, Northeast and East Coast, they're getting a lot of snow now.
Oh, yeah, brother.
And this energy effect, this pocket, as you can on the computer, you can see it's like a pocket. The energy is creating all of that in the atmosphere up there.
Straight up.
And we getting all this warm weather where we're at. Because all the energy is being pulled in that pocket.
Yeah, it's crazy. You could see, man. Earlier in the day, yesterday, it stretched all the way down here to like the Great Lakes region and such. So there's a lot of activity going on, man. Lots of ionization going on in the atmosphere, man. So if you notice yourself feeling a little bit off or some patterns are disrupted in daily regimes,
you're part of Mother Nature.
Absolutely, man. You're just being ionized right now, man, with a little bit of radiation from the sun.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So, big events happening here over the past couple of days. And as we predicted last week, we're expecting some larger CMEs to come and some sunspots to come from the backside of the sun. So, a good prediction here. And, as we've seen on the sun earlier in the previous slides, there's a lot more activity churning around from the backside of the sun again. So, we have to keep an eye on what we got coming next week and over the days to come, as far as solar storms and such, because as the spring equinox approaches, we're going to be entering the solar maximum, so it's going to be something heavy. And speaking of the sun, one more time, we got the total solar eclipse coming out here on October the 8th. So October the 8th of this year, we got the total solar eclipse coming around. And we got to keep our eyes peeled because this one's going to be visible to a lot of people here in the Midwest, down south to like Texas and such, and even over here to the East Coast, Pennsylvania, maybe parts of New York, and the upper reaches of Maine and such like that. So, we got a spectacular event coming out here, and this is going to interact with a particular comet they call the Devil's Comet. This is just a very volcanic, icy comet that spewed out a couple volcanoes and plumes that created like this horn-like structure on it. It looks like horns coming off the sides of the comet or whatnot. So they call it the Devil's Comet. And that should be coming around the same time as the solar eclipse. So what are the odds, man? This thing is like an ancient time traveler, been traveling through time for millions of years, perhaps. These comets, they just continuously orbit the sun until they get closer and closer and closer and eventually crash into the sun. All comets are sun diving comets. They get pulled into its orbit, and then that's their lifespan. So this comet has been traveling through time for millions of years, and it just happens to come right at the solar eclipse on any particular given day, and to be seen. It's going to be able to be seen by the naked eye. So if you're able to have glasses or some type of telescope and things like that, you'll probably catch a glimpse of this during the time of the eclipse. So really keep your eyes open, man. It's going to be a spectacular event coming up here on April the 8th, man. And it was cool last year, man. I think we had an eclipse go on where we had the Green Party event out in the garden, man.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, straight up.
The weather was, it was so magical because the weather was crappy.
Yeah,
you want to say weather for outdoors, but it was something about the energy that made the day.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
They made that whole day. So it was great, yeah.
Yeah, man, got to utilize these solar events, man, because it becomes a serious...
We part of nature.
Exactly, it becomes a serious effect on us. Yeah, man, so lastly, we're going to jump over here to our CO2 monitoring station, man, and we're checking out the eastern part of the United States, the Midwest, once again, because... as we've seen from past videos, it's been a wild year as far as wildfires and smoke, saturated in particular areas, man. And we've been having some terrible air quality. Summertime been hazy all the time. Every time you look out to the sunset or even look out in front of you, it looks like a thick cloud, man. So very treacherous, man. And down in Chile right now, they have a big wildfire event going down there, unprecedented, man. I've never seen something like that down that way. So South America's got some fires blazing up out there too. Looks like Ontario's kicking back up. Wow. Looks like the wind's kicked in. And remember, it was a little small dot the last couple of weeks we've seen.
Look how big it is now.
Yeah, let's take a zoom in, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it's getting hectic, man, as we start to get back to these warmer months and the jet stream starts to pull up. All these different winds start coming in from different directions and sending this stuff into a swirl, into a frenzy. So, yeah, man, we do still got a concentration right over the top of us, like always. All that steel, looks like all that steel mill pollution coming off the top as well, mixed with these wildfire smokes that are getting whipped around and sucked in through the jet streams and the trade winds and such, man. So, yeah, it's been heavily polluted.
Yeah, man. That's a lot, too.
Yeah, absolutely,
that's a lot.
Man.
Look at the wind flow. That's a lot.
Straight up, man. The wind's whipping in hard.
That's a lot. You got to protect yourself, y'all. You got to get yourself healthy. You got to know your atmosphere. That's why we do this. This is called Take Notes Productions, because the ideal is to take notes so you could be prepared.
Always, my brethren. Yeah, man. So, other than the sun, man, it's been a pretty quiet week and such like that. Weather-wise, besides that snowstorm that came into the East Coast, man, they got some large numbers of snow out that way, all the region out in New York and the eastern states, man. Got buried up in that storm that came through. But other than that, man, weather's been holding up pretty good. They say the groundhog seen the shadow, if you believe in something like that, man. So we got we got the early spring coming.
6 weeks. Ain't got but 6 weeks. If you count the day from Groundhog Day to the
equinox, man,
to the equinox, that's 6 goddamn weeks.
Come on, man. Let you know a lot, brother.
All right, okay, we're gonna set that one because we always talk that shit. And you go out there and try to find a damn groundhog.
Straight up, you're gonna try to tear you up, man. That's crazy, man. But supposedly we got an early spring coming. It kind of feels like it's already
like that now.
Yeah, straight up, man.
I'm ready to go outside and start digging and planting on something.
I'm telling you, I was feeling the ground, seeing how workable it was, man. Getting ready my damn self.
Yeah.
Starting to feel it. So yeah, man, keep your eyes out, man. Supposedly we got the early spring coming. So it's February, man. If you're getting ready to get your seeds started, man, everybody go ahead and get your seeds out, get your soil ready, get your lights, get your grow room ready to start some seeds,
Get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get it going, get it cracking, because it's on. You gotta grow you something, man. You gotta be good with your health. Your health is important, man.
Yeah, always.
And sharpen up some of my stuff, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it looking good, Cash. You gotta keep it looking good.
Yeah.
We gotta keep on doing it till we get it right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We gotta keep
on
doing it till we get it right. I can't wait to find the Sweat Lodge. That's something I can't wait for.
Speaking of that,
I went out there and looked at it. I just peeped at it for a minute. I gotta go out there and do some cleaning and get it together.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? For the springtime and start working on it. So by summer it'd be up and running.
Most definitely. We got new ground to work with, man. We
got a lot of
clean
stuff
platform
going
in the back over there.
That's nice. That's nice. See, we're gonna use all the land. They're not using it. We're gonna use it.
Oh,
why not?
Brother.
Let's build something. Let's build a paradise for ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's build an empire for ourselves. We Lightwalkers, and Lightwalking, to know knowledge is to build.
You understand?
I'm gonna say this again to all of my Lightwalkers, my community. To know knowledge is to build. All that old fake stuff, all that old I'm fitting to and all of that, and I'm gonna do this, and you don't have the gifts of the Most High to do it.
This requires discipline, man.
And nobody wants to do that.
Exactly, man. It requires the work. Don't you feel more fulfilled after you do like for say for example, if you work out or if you go build something, rather than have somebody come build it for you or somebody come inject you with something and then you're just walking around with no confidence, It take effort to feel that confidence, to feel that growth. And not a lot of people have that, man. People lack the discipline of that, man.
Well, people don't want to learn. People don't want to take instructions. They don't want to follow orders.
Straight up.
They think they don't want nobody over. They don't want a teacher. They want to know it. They don't want to learn it. They want to know it. But you got to learn it first to know it, because you got to experience
it. Yeah, brother.
And it's not complicated. It's discipline in yourself. Can you yourself follow command? Nobody wants to follow the command. Whole bunch of chiefs and no Indians. That's some old saying they say, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Nobody wants to get under ruling. He can't rule me. If wisdom rules, you should follow the wisdom. And then you learn how to build from the wisdom and you rule.
I find it so amusing how you parallel the gang culture and Rastafari earlier. You know what I mean? When it comes down to the lack of successors, man. After the elders, man, the youth never took up the culture, man.
But the elders are fading off. They're passing away. Nothing is forever.
True.
But the discipline is passing away with it, because the young people don't want to get in line. No, everybody wants to be ahead. Nobody wants to be in the back. You see? Nobody want to plant the corn, but everybody want to raid the barn. You know the reggae singer say that,
Straight up Anthony B, man.
All right? So, they don't want the leadership. When leadership comes along, you do like Eric B. and Rakim said, follow the leader. Come on. We don't want that. Oh, you said this to me. We in our feelings. You can't talk to me. I'm just about as old as you. But I'm the leader. I'm the wisdom. I'm the plan. You know, whatever I say to you, I mean in love. I'm not saying it in viciousness. I'm not saying it in spite or evil. I'm saying it in love. If I say, hey, man, cut that shit short, you know what I'm saying. I'm not dissing you. Hear what I'm saying, because you're not watching what you're doing. I'm watching what you're doing, so you should hear what I'm saying. So you can stop doing that shit, because you're hurting yourself. I'm telling you that for a reason. That's game. Nobody want game. Everybody got the game already, and they whack. You know, I sat at the feet of many people, man. Many people. And I learned to shut my mouth. I learned the art of being quiet so I could do the knowledge, so I can get the science, so I can apply the application and make the demonstration and bring the manifestation. Y'all don't bite my bars. You know how cash still get busy. You see, that's what make me who I am today. Not by riches, not being the tough guy, not none of that. The respect of the knowledge, the glow. The God armor, my Tafari, all them things we want to call it, that's what it make it. And nobody wants to sit and learn how to do that. And if we don't do that in this 21st century, begin to create leaders. See, we don't create leaders anymore, we're being led. So we need to create leaders now. And the discipline. That's why at Ancient Mystics, it ain't a lot of us. I don't want all the mutants. I want the X-Men. I don't want it's a lot of y'all that got special gifts, but you don't listen. You don't follow command. You want to run it. You say, okay, I'm with it. So if you're with it, get in where you fit in. And that's where you get in. And if I'm the leader, I'm the leader. I lead good. I'm not a bad leader. I'm not corrupt. I don't run off with the money. I don't. Come on, man. I'm doing it righteous sake, and you can see it. But that's just too much for you, because Cassius, I don't like the way Cassius said this. A brother came to me, man, and said, we're going to raise the Zulu nation. Get all the Zulus together. Yeah. I found you, Cash. I found you. All right, here I am, R-A-W, baby. But I'm spiritual. I look into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. And I know we got to power up for the game that we about to do. If you want to come and do what you say you want to do, and we're gonna raise the Christ and all of this, then you got to power up in spirit. That's a mighty big task to take on.
Straight up.
You see? That means your heart got to be pure in that. You can't be bought. Can't be barred to trade. You got to learn how to shut your mouth. You have to learn how to follow an order. If I'm the leader and you came and got me, but I say, hey, and now you, here I'm the boss, and I don't need no leader. Then why you come and get me? You knew who I was. See, that's your own self.
That's right.
Can't face yourself.
That's right. It takes a certain type of discipline, you know what I mean?
Bob Marley said, we can keep running, but you can't run away from yourself. It must have been something. So that's where that come from. Lightwalkers, our theme in Lightwalkers is to walk in the light.
Yeah, brother.
We ain't playing no games with none of this. This ain't no game.
It sure ain't, man.
People come upon us like this a game, like we playing this. I ain't never played this.
It's a liberty, man.
This.
It's a way of life, man.
I do this. I live and sleep and breathe this every day. My
Straight
mind is
up.
on the people. My mind is on the spirit. My mind is on the nature every day. Ain't a single day. When I get off this broadcast, I'm going back to do the work. I don't mind being myself. I'm in solitude. I'm in a bubble. I eat good, smoke good, do all the things I want to do, but I do the work. I produce. That's the power. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Yeah, we ain't got no $1 million, but we're rich. We rule too. We got power. We make shit shake and bake and cause the earth to quake. You see?
Better watch out, brother. People taking notes out
I
there.
don't care.
Man.
That's what it's called. Take no productions. So, I ain't gonna drag you into that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disturb it too long. Church. Let's go into what we was gonna talk about, man. 'Cause I done got it to spill. You done got me in here talking about leadership, man. Which is a conversation that we do need to have.
Yeah, for
leadership.
real.
What is that? Are you ready for that? And where the leader gonna lead you to? Does he have a destination? What's the business? Say you're an entrepreneur, then start with manure. That part of entrepreneur meaning shit, nothing. And let's see if you can dig up an empire. Don't come in the game with a bunch of money and holler you an entrepreneur. Get in the game and play your money out the game. And start with the earth, the soil, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Today is Valentine's Day. Wait a minute. I see you ready to jump.
Everything's getting jumpy.
You ready to hit, skip, and pop, knock them upside the head. Today is Valentine's Day. And, they make millions and millions of dollars off this holiday here. This is a mean one here, boy. They make millions of dollars. Valentine's Day to me is Sucker's Day. That's what it is to me, Sucker's Day. Because y'all that do that are some suckers.
Yeah, brother. I agree, man.
Especially the brothers.
You're supposed to show love every day,
that's
man.
Supposed to be all the time. You want to get some flowers for your girl, go get some. I just jumped the gate and told some people's flowers out before I started growing flowers. Then ripped the flowers out the lady days, brought them to the woman. They still had the dirt and shit falling from them. Come on, man. I can do that every day.
Straight up, man.
Valentine's Day is a holiday and it sold us. But where did it actually come from? What is it? Me, I'm a researcher. I like to just dive into stuff. And I said tonight, since today is Valentine's Day, let me dive into this a little bit. Let's go there. This is my little presentation, Valentine's. I like to put it on y'all. I like to put it on you. Put it on you. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there. All right.
Respect, man.
But Valentine's Day is a very, very, very important holiday in Christianity and in the modern world. But it's an ancient thing. And it's got more meaning to it than you really think. Let's explore it again. Let's go into it. I can't even see that. Can you see it? Can you read that for me? Can you see it?
Yeah, man. It says, the Roman festival of Lupercalia, one of the earliest instances the date became synonymous with love, was launched to promote fertility in women, but its barbaric acts were distinctly unromantic. Women would voluntarily subject themselves to whippings from men.
Hold on.
Yeah, we already getting deep, brother. Come on, man.
Go down the rabbit hole with this.
Yeah,
Let's go to the beginning of that again.
The Roman festival of Lupercalia, one of the earliest instances the date became synonymous with love, was launched to promote fertility in women, but its barbaric acts were distinctly unromantic.
Distinctly unromantic?
Yeah, what kind of acts was going on that influenced this, man? Barbaric sounds kind of wicked.
Yeah, go into it. Let's see what they're talking about.
So it says women Women would voluntarily subject themselves to whippings from men who used raw animal hides, supposedly believing it would help them to have babies and ease childbirth. What?
So this was a ceremony dealing with them fertility.
Fertility, man.
It's a fertility thing.
Let me check that one more time. Women would voluntarily subject themselves to whippings from men who used raw animal hides, supposedly believing it would help them to have babies and ease childbirth. What?
Now they say this is the festival of lupus, right?
Lupercalia.
Lupercalia, which comes from lupus, which is a god. The wolf.
Oh, the wolf god. Yeah, brother.
Of Rome.
Straight up.
The Roman wolf god.
Wow.
Let's go there. Who gave you Romulus and what's the other one? Remulus and Romulus, the ones who founded Rome. They say that they sucked from her breasts of lupus. Go ahead, let's go down.
Damn, brother.
Let's go a little deeper.
They then were forced to take part in a matchmaking lottery to be paired up with a suitor who they would reportedly then have sex with throughout the remainder of the festival.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, this was like people getting together and they was pairing people up. They would pull the names out of a box of the women and they would have these rituals. This is a ritual. Only this Valentine's Day now, y'all. This is where the origin of this come from. We're talking about Rome, around Rome, 629 AD, which would be the 5th century.
Most definitely.
If I'm right,
man. If I'm not mistaken, this was during what they call the dark period.
Yeah,
and this is when like all religion came about and they started like whipping the pagan.
Well, there was two Roman empires. There was the Roman Empire, and it fell. And then rose the Holy Roman Empire where the church controlled it, which gives you the Vatican today.
Wow.
Let's go to another. Let's move on a little bit. And this date right here, the 14th of February, which is a very important date. You know, they talk about the holiday Valentine's Day, but America's has two fashions of Valentine's Day. They have a part when the love making, the roses and all of that, but they also push the thing of the gangsterism of Al Capone in the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And what that meant. That's a whole lesson in its own self of what that meant.
Yeah, good correlation.
You see? And that becomes synonymous with Valentine's Day. When you think of it as two different things, I just threw that in there because that's how people think. But on this date, this was a special date. This was a date about a saint that they had, that they made it to a saint. But he was executed on this day. Let's go there. And this is who they talking about, Saint Valentine. They said he was a man. He wasn't a saint. He was a man that went around, and during this time, the Christians under Claudius II, Roman Emperor Claudius II, the Christians, they had outlawed, Claudius wanted an army. He wanted to do war. So all the men was underneath the women. So he didn't want no men to have no women. They were barbaric. You see, and they practiced men on men too. That was a big practice at that time. But they were barbaric. And he needed soldiers. And the men was all underneath the women. So he kind of outlawed sex.
Oh, wow, man.
And what happened was this man here, Valentine, he went around, he was part of it himself, but he defected from it and became what they call a Christian. He was one of the first Christians. And he went around marrying people secretly so that they could have sex. Let's go a little deeper. Let's just dive a little deeper. I just want to dive a little bit. There's another picture of them with the roses and the meaning of the roses. And they tell you that the white rose is the meaning of somebody that passed away.
Right.
And the red rose is the meaning of love. The white rose is the meaning of life itself. And the red rose is the blood. And this is why roses are important during Valentine's Day.
It seems like it's all sacred alchemy, brother. Every time you correlate
these are
something like
rituals.
that's what it sounds like. Yeah,
These are
rituals.
rituals. See, when they created the church, they took a lot of the stuff from other people. They called it pagan men. They took the pagan stuff. They took the stuff and they changed it around.
Right.
And they took this Lupercata. They took this and they made it into Valentine's Day. Let's go a little deeper with this saint. Want to read that?
Yeah, most definitely. There are several legends surrounding the. I can't read that in the corner there, brother.
Don't worry.
Okay, there are several legends surrounding the lore of Saint Valentine. Maybe the most common is that one February 14th during the 3rd century AD, a man named Valentine was executed by the Roman Emperor Claudius II after being imprisoned for assisting persecuted Christians and secretly marrying Christian couples in love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, straight up, just what you spoke, man.
Yeah. That's what it do. All the father. This is Claudius,
man.
The second. I be finding some pictures.
I seen an old coin with that.
Yeah, I find some pictures, boy. I find me some pictures. Go ahead. There's another statue of him. He was a big emperor.
Straight up.
Remember, he was one that issued in Christianity around the reign of Constantine. You see, he issued it in because he couldn't beat it, and then eventually it destroyed him.
Wow.
Let's go there a little bit.
Okay. Patron of lovers, he became synonymous with romance. In the late 5th century AD, Pope Gelasius I eliminated the pagan celebration of Lupercalia and declared February 14th the date to celebrate the martyrdom of Saint Valentine instead, although it's highly unlikely he intended the date to commemorate love and passion. In fact, some modern biblical scholars warn Christians not to celebrate this day at all.
See? But now they out at the lounges.
Yeah, most of them claim to be Christian, right?
They out at the Outback Steakhouse tonight. I bet it's rolling down there. I bet our favorite restaurant, Mr. Woo's, I bet it's rolling tonight.
Yeah.
You see, everybody open tonight. The hotels is open tonight. The candy business made a lot of money. A lot of money was collected in flowers and candy and gifts and cars and all kind of materialistic things under this celebration. But the real celebration is the rituals that were put in play for this.
Yeah.
And so in modern day time, you still following these rituals. It's just masked in a different way. And this guy Valentine, Saint Valentine, they call him. They said that people used to come to his cell, and then when they would come to his cell, they would get there, and they would bring flowers. That's how the flowers got in. And he said that he had a relationship with a God's daughter. This is folklore that they have on this man. Said he had a relationship with a God's daughter. And right before they got ready to execute him, he wrote her a note, "My Valentine." That's where you get the card from. That's just the folklore under this.
Yeah, most definitely.
You see, but we follow this kind of madness all the time.
Yeah, straight up.
The heart, even the heart being the blood. The heart represents a symbol of love. It also represents the fire of passion.
Yeah,
that's why it's red. You see? And this is incorporated to drum you in right now. You see? This is a sex thing. This is a erotica. That was a word that came out of there. Erotica.
That's what Western culture do to it now.
You see? And that's why this symbol is there. This symbol don't mean I love you. This means I lust you. Now, they say, Cash, how can you say that? We grew up knowing that the heart said, I love you. No, this symbol was originally, I lust you. That's why it's associated with passion right now today. And let's go to the chocolate. Every year you get these chocolates. They the worstest chocolates. I don't know. If y'all gonna do Valentine's Day, man, come on, man, change your candy, man. You ever ate some of them chocolates?
Back in the day, yeah.
That's terrible. I wouldn't want nobody to bring me that. I'd be insulted. A lust box, a heart lust box with some nasty ass
bring
chocolate.
Me a bag of fruit or something.
If you don't get out of here with that. The chocolate, let's go to why chocolate is important. You don't see Laffy Taffy. You don't see Now Later. You don't see Gummy Mites.
And they just as sugary, man.
It's the chocolate. Now, if you know the history of cocoa, maca and caca, and the different cocos like that are made, cocoa has an aphrodisiac um, compound to it. When produced with cane sugar and sugars, it activates that compound. Now, when chocolate came to France from South America, and they brought the chocolate in, and when the French got the chocolate, they looked at the chocolate and they tasted it was good, and they began to get a word they call frenzy. You see? And they began to fondle each other and rub the chocolate on each other. And they would have these mass orgies. Chocolate. They created a dish called fondue. Fondue is based on the concept of an aphrodisiac or aphrodisiac properties. This is what they found in chocolate. That's why they say chocolate can be addictive. This is this association. It is pushing you towards a fertility enlightenment. But the chocolate is the friskiness. Just like champagne is a bubbly. These are aphrodisiac qualities. That's why chocolate is given at Valentine's Day. And the chocolate that we eat on Valentine's Day, what is that? It's a sugar ball, we know. But it's got the weirdest taste of chocolate to it. Because most of it's probably at its highest aphrodisiac qualities. I'm a light walker. I'm going to do the knowledge. This is why chocolate is so important. Fondue was a dish that you dip the cheese and the meat in and chocolate. And the strawberries. What is one of the mates? Tonight, there's so many chocolate-covered strawberries and fondue being done tonight. Fondue, it's a big night for fondue, for chocolate. And the eroticism of it. See, Valentine's Day also, it came from Rome, but when they buried Valentine, they moved him to Ireland. Ireland picked it up and added the Irish culture to it, which brought it to you're back into the Europeans and the world. Sweetheart. You see, chocolate, seduction, erotics. Can you bring that up? What that's saying?
Looks like a duplicate slide, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know I be throwing some stuff together sometimes. Just don't worry about it. Go back. That was my man right there. Cupid, hold back your bow. Where did this little figure come in Valentine's Day?
Gotta be
some more Christianity. Cupid, where it come from? What is that? Now, we know, oh, it's so cute. It look cute. He gonna shoot you with the bow and you're gonna fall in love. That's what it's saying. But what is that? And where did this symbol come from? Let's move into this a little bit. I just like to do the knowledge, y'all. Cupid. Cupid was the son, actually, of Venus and Mercury. This is what the folklore says. Cupid, this thing you call Cupid, is really Eros. Eros was a god. He was the son of Venus and Mercury, according to the Romans. This was old Roman history first, and it rose in the new Roman church on the second wave of Rome. And believe it or not, you're still in that right now today.
Shit, I can't believe it.
You see? Let's go into this. I want to go through this right quick. And there he is, Eros and Cupid.
What is this, Greek and Roman, or is it the same?
The Roman. There's a mix. Eros was the god of sex, love, passion. He was also the guy of men on men. That's why Cupid always appears cute and daunting.
Seemed like there was always some weird stuff like that going on in the Roman culture back then, brother.
I just like to
Like
point this out.
Saturnalia
You
and
know,
stuff.
this is why we do Take Notes Productions, so that you can do this information, go look it up for yourself. So, you know, I just slide on you with stuff like this. I'm just sliding right now, y'all. Y'all heard the little boy say when they slide, they gonna slide on you. I'm sliding on you right now. Do the information. Go look it up. Let's go. This was one of their earliest symbols
It's one of them crosses again,
coming out the
brother.
Christian church. This is actually the symbol of some demons.
It's an inverted.
This is the door of the incubus and the succubus.
Wow. Oh, I see it
Look
now.
at it. Look at it. Let's go there.
Yeah, it look
Let's go
like
there.
male female right here too, man.
Let's go there.
At the bottom here.
And by the way, in Juno, the god term Juno in Rome gave you February, which gives you the name February, which is a representation of one of their deities too.
Huh.
Okay? Let's go there. I like to just dive into it sometime, y'all. I can't do too much on here. And this would be the spirit gods, the demons, the forces, the lights. This is out tonight. Tonight is a night. If you go back to the history of Lupercalia, they said that they would whip the women, right? Tonight is a night that a lot of domestic abuse is happening. If you go check statistics, it's big tonight. Everybody ain't making love. Love has a balance. As above, so below. If we're going to love, we're going to fight. We're going to love, we're going to hate. See, we're going to get along or we ain't.
Polarity.
You see? So that's happening in both things. It's a balance. And there's a lot of this going on tonight. It's a lot of demonry going on tonight. A lot of us mess with demons and we don't know what they are. And we encounter them. And we sleep with them for pleasure. And we get caught in the pleasure. And they're entities. Some people experience it in their sleep. The incubus, succubus. I want to go there. I'll just take notes now. Y'all can't do everything on this platform, but I'm going to give you enough to fill your cup. Just enough to fill your cup. And, my friend, go back. I'm doing the fool. These things, these entities are real entities. And they enter through those portholes. This is a night of that. This holiday is built around commercialism and erotics, sexual pleasure, of bliss. See, there are things happening in rich societies out here that bring these entities forward. There's one more. There we go. And these entities are part of a circle. You see this drawing all the time. And this is even in this holiday. Because this would be talking about lupus. This also would be talking about Pan, god of the forest, who ran away with the women. The women would run out their houses to run to see the horn god in the forest to get them some sausage from Pan. Pan is also known as bafflement. This is an entity in many different forms. Now, I know what I'm saying to sound crazy, y'all. I know what I'm saying sound real crazy. But do your research. This is the living truth. This is not a spook thing. This is the living truth. None of this information is my information. I'm just sharing it with you from what I've researched. It's not even my opinion. It's my research. So when you out celebrating the holidays and the different things, I just wanted to, shake it up a little bit. I just want to shake it up a little bit. That's all. When you are celebrating the holidays and the different things like that, keep your mind on what it really is you celebrate. Question yourself. Why are you in this? Some people say, man, Cash, you don't kill all the fun. Is that really fun? Is it really fun?
I seen a brethren walking down the street today. He had like his stuff that he bought for his girl or something, but he was walking a long drive, man. I was thinking this brethren must have spent the cash that he was supposed to pay Nipsco with to buy them gifts, man.
Yeah, you know what yeah, feet hurting, cold. Even though it's warm and nice outside, why that walk is cold?
This is where we got it twisted, man. We got a lot of things backwards, man.
Well,
we're thinking in that lower realm.
That's why I do the knowledge. I brought this knowledge tonight just to share y'all the history of it. Now you go do the research. Just take notes. You take the notes and go do the research.
Yeah, man.
Prepare your mind and then run and tell your children. Y'all know what the rhymes say. We gotta watch what we be celebrating. That's this spiritual warfare at its greatest.
Straight up, man. This is not alchemy, man.
Come on.
Y'all got to take a second look, man. Come on. Serious.
And these spirits will come for your power. These spirits will come in. They'll come. I had a feel them come for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Cassius, hey, listen.
A lot of men and women get drained from
Temptation Road a whole bunch of times. But I'm a warrior. You ain't gonna beat me like that. Your little candles and little stuff, that don't work on me. All that don't work on me. You see, that don't work on me.
What happens when you walk in the light, brethren?
That's right, because it don't work on me. But I've been down in the darkness. That's how I got up to the light. I've seen the darkness. And we have to protect ourselves. We have to watch what we're doing with people. If you're a king, be a king. You're a queen, be a queen. Kings and queens get together, not kings and things. Not queens and things.
Straight up.
You see? You don't mess with the peasants. You don't mess with the underspirit. If you're a light walker, you walk with the people in light. Your house has to be enlightened. This is how we beat this. Everybody say, what's the solution? The solution is get with your kind. Catch up with your kind.
Yeah, we got to, man. The time is now, man.
Yeah.
The time is seriously now.
Wow. Because it got kind of spooky. Boy, who tapped in with us tonight?
Time is now, man.
Yeah. Who done tapped in with us?
Let's see, man.
Read some names out. Who we got up there? I see Sirius Calhoun up there. Who else I see? I can't see shit.
I know, man. It's bright up here in the spaceship, man.
I think the computer dark. I've been looking at it all day. I said, these my eyes, or is this computer screen kind of dark?
Yeah, man.
Who we got there?
We got Denise. We got Kevin. What's going on, Vo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
man,
sir.
respect.
Yes, sir. We Lightwalker, y'all. Catch up with your kind.
Yeah, man.
Raise the frequency, the vibration.
Denise, Jacil,
Yeah.
Nyla,
Space.
Calhoun, enough respect,
Yeah.
man. Nat Turner checking in.
Yeah.
Give thanks.
It's a good night tonight. Some people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
Don't
Everybody
get
has
caught
some
out
time,
there
man.
with the spooks and goblins. This is the 21st century, y'all. And y'all better remember this. This is the 21st century. This is the age of enlightenment. I know it's hard to believe. I know. Some people say, no, hey, man, no such thing as that. Yes, it is. You in it. You're in the new world order. You've been in it for a minute.
No doubt.
You've been programmed into an AI, artificial intelligence. I ain't talking about no robot, no cyborg. I'm talking about your mind. You see? Some of us really programmed. And if we don't do the knowledge, that's why it's important, man. What that knowledge gonna do, man? It ain't gonna get you no money. I don't want no money. I want the power. I don't want no money. The money gonna be done in a minute. What the power gonna do? What happened with all y'all with that paper money when the crypto game gonna really go down? Bang! One day you'll wake up. That's gonna be done. Well, then what? Where your power at? You got power to move something, grow something, build something. You got power to command an army, build for your family, get a community together. Produce some stuff that y'all all can eat from and raise your children and protect yourselves. See, that's the greatest weapon.
Yeah, brother.
That's why we do the knowledge, so we can be prepared in the head. Don't be asleep out here, man. Don't be in darkness and sleep at the same time, man. It's going down. And you're in a time where information is so powerful and the energy is this. Y'all just heard this brother do this thing about the weather. And he talked about how this energy ball was up in the North Pole, pulsating, drawing in energy from everywhere. But we don't even have a winter. But they got super winters going on up there because all the energy is there, circling. This Draco star, the North Star. Come on, man, y'all not paying attention. Y'all living in La La Land. To do information and be informed of what's really going on, not what you think going on, what they say going on. We're talking about that's fake news. Watch it all. Watch it all. Know what's going on so you can get your head right. If you can connect to your ancestry and to who you are, you can get your head right. You truly can. But you got to connect to who you are. That's why we do this type of knowledge. That's why we call it the Lightwalkers. Everybody say, well, y'all call it the Lightwalker. We walking in the light. Simple as that. This ain't no ministry of Christianity, Islam, peace to all of that. Universally to everybody. Everybody that served you. Peace to you. But let's do some work. If the crypto magic is happening to us and we caught in the 5G technology and crypto magic, yeah, I said it. I coined the phrase. We got to begin to rescue our minds. So information. If the information is there, seek the information. Learn to teach it in a different way so you can pass it along. There's not a lot of generational wealth, not in monetary. The generational real wealth is in the sciences and the knowledge and the teachings. Because generations have blew the money that has been left the money, and then we got nothing. They were left the money in the 70s. We got nothing. They were left the money in the 80s. We got nothing. They were left the money in the 90s. There still ain't nothing. How you think the cycle is going to stop? Generational wealth, when we speak of that, has to be generational teachings, generational traditions, generational things like that instilled in our children to keep their minds. They're unplugging from the family, from the line, from the energy. So we have to look at that like that. I don't mean to be long, but damn, it got to be strong.
One way or another.
Keep your head up, y'all. Do the math.
Yeah, man.
You know, watch out for these things, these entities that are out there. Watch out for the tri-dimensional beings that come through those portholes. Watch out for those. Watch out for the things that come on to you online, through your phone. All them strange phone calls. Don't be answering all of that. Don't be DMing everybody. This is real talk, man. The Lightwalkers, man. Like I said, we can't say everything on our platform the way we really want to get down. But y'all catch us on the YouTube. Catch us on a few other things. Go to our YouTube. Go to Ancient Mystic YouTube. I want y'all to start checking that out. That's at ancientmystics.com. You can go over there because we still got a piece of page up. Check us out. Link in with me. You know what I'm saying? Give us a call. Look for our event coming up April 14th. We're going to be doing Green Party Social. You know, that's how big parties we'll be throwing. This year's event going to be called, for the spring, it's going to be called Living Green. And it's going to be all about the young healers. You see what I'm saying? Get green.
Don't get no better than that, brother.
Hey,
you know
that's the way we doing it. So, tonight, it's been Lightwalkers. Got up here and talk crazy with y'all for a minute. Put some information out. Got your antennas up. You know what I'm saying? To all my people out there, I want to say peace, unity, and love, and keep the pursuit of happiness. And Cassius D.
Yeah, man, your brother Chris Lyon.
And we've been Lightwalking. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.